and this is Lash from the Little Blob. Without further ado, without straight up, the vibes. Today is Monday, and Mondays are special because Monday is all about questions and answer sessions. You get the vibes. So today, we'll be answering questions on how to handle misunderstandings better. The question said, or it goes, how can I handle disagreements better in my relationship? That was how the person put it here. So let's see how we go. We open today in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Give me a few. There's something I need to check right now if you guys don't mind. Okay. I'm trying to run a poll, so you guys just tell me. Mm, do you think misunderstandings? How was it? Yeah. And strengthen your relationship. Alright. So let's see how that goes. Alright. Okay, so yeah. I've set the poll, so let's see how it goes. Okay, yeah. I'm back, and today is about questions and answer session. So we'll be talking about questions, and answering. And it's an open session. On that 30 minutes, I guess will be done. So open today's name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So relationships goes through ups and downs. Relationships goes through different things. Relationship goes through misunderstandings. Relationships go through disagreement. So this person's question read, I get pissed sometimes, extra pissed when I'm having a misunderstanding with my partner. How can I handle disagreements better in my relationship? Okay, so now what I want this person to understand is that in every relationship, no matter how beautiful you may think they are, or you think they are, or you think it may seem like it's very beautiful, or it's just litters, or this online relationship that is just relationship. I call it relationship in reels. That is like you just see 30 seconds or a minute and 30 seconds reels, and you feel that's how a relationship is. You feel, bro, they are behind the scenes. Before even those guys or those couples were able to collate or compile those a minute and 30 seconds, bro, it took a long while. It took some clips they had removed, it took some clips they had abandoned. So you shouldn't just judge your life or have an answer based on relationship in reels. Yeah, it's not everything you just see on Instagram. It's everything you see on TikTok that tells you how a relationship is or how relationships are. No, bro. No matter how sweet, no matter how wonderful the relationship looks, all relationship goes through misunderstandings. All relationship goes through disagreement. So it's bound to happen. It just depends on how you react to those misunderstandings. It just depends on how you manage those misunderstandings. It just depends on how you manage those disagreements. Now, in relationships, either friendships, but now we're talking about relationships that is official relationships. There's misunderstanding. That's when probably you misunderstand your spouse or misunderstand your partner from another end. Probably what the person is trying to say, you didn't get a better understanding of what the person is trying to say. It can lead to misunderstanding because on your path you felt or you thought they said something else that they didn't say, and their part they thought you understand what they're trying to say. It can bring about misunderstanding. That's one. Then it's all called disagreement. This disagreement is most times in situations or scenarios where probably one of the partners wants to do something or has an opinion of something or has an opinion, probably traveling or vacation or a choice of career, a choice of work, or a decision that they need to make. And in relationship, it's very essential that there is balance in the relationship. It's very essential that there is a standpoint. It's very essential that everybody comes, I mean both parties comes to a balance. There should be an equilibrium in making decisions or deciding. And sometimes couples don't agree with themselves, and this disagreement, if not managed properly, can lead to misunderstandings, or can lead to a little bit fights, or can lead to You understand what I'm trying to say? Then there's conflict. This conflict is the senior brother of both misunderstandings and disagreements. When misunderstandings aren't managed timely, when misunderstandings aren't managed properly, they can lead to conflict. And before conflict, there's dispute. This dispute now is when, okay, conflict is the eldest, is the most senior. So there's misunderstanding, there's disagreement, there's dispute, then there's conflict. When it's on dispute, that's when this is the secondary part of argument, and it's leading to a dispute, it's leading to a disparity that now this one is trying to put this one on the edge, or trying to use probably what this one said to her favor or to his favor. That's like a dispute in the sense, like a senior brother of misunderstanding or disagreement. You get, that's it happens in relationship. When it's not managed, when this dispute now isn't managed properly, it grows to conflict. When relationship beef or disparities or disagreements grows to conflict, that's when it can ruin the relationship. You understand? It can break the relationship apart because it's like disagreements lingering and lingering to misunderstandings, rather lingering to disagreements, or rather disagreements lingering to misunderstandings, misunderstandings lingering to disputes, then disputes lingering to conflict. Now you may have been storing things, or swallowing things that probably has been going on in your relationship, and you don't know how to tell your partner, or you have just been taking it in. Your partner will offend you or messes up, and instead of you to power out your mind or explain to your partner that, see, this thing you did, I'm not really happy with it, and I just want to be straight with you so that we can sort it out. But you just swallow it, and when you keep swallowing, one day your belly go full now, one day it will purge you. You understand? And now when your stomach becomes bloated or it purges you, now it will grow to that conflict level that you have stored a lot of things in your heart. Now you don't even know the one your spouse or your partner will apologize for, because you see, Mr. A, when it was on Sunday, you did this. Last week, you did this. Last year, I didn't even tell you. Is it because I'm smiling with you? Last year, you did this. Last 2 years, when we traveled, you did this. It did why? So you be, and your partner will be like, so all these things that has been on your mind, why aren't you telling me? Why did you tell me that? It has become conflict, because now, where does he want to start apologizing from? When his partner or her partner has kept things in their mind that has happened over 7 years ago. These are the things that ruin friendships. When you keep grudges in your heart and you don't sort things out, it grows to conflict. And when it's in conflict level, it's hard to resolve. Conflicts require extra mile, it requires extra hands. So in relationships, misunderstandings happen in every relationship. It's just how you manage it, and how you manage it can even make your relationship sweeter, because you understand your partner better, or you understand your spouse better, or you understand your fiance or your fiancée better, vice versa. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's how you manage misunderstandings that will determine how your relationship is either become more fruitful or wither. You understand? Okay, in my poll, I said, do you think misunderstandings can strengthen a relationship? And yes, for now, they're 17%. No is the highest, 50%. 33% is on it depends. Okay, okay. So you watching, do you think, I would love everyone to vote? And hi Saxia, hi, hope you're good, you're welcome. Sorry, I was welcome, man. I would love everybody to vote. So if you think misunderstandings can strengthen a relationship, if you're for yes, please vote on yes. If you're for no, please vote on no. If you're for it depends, please vote on it depends. Along the line, towards the end of, or before the end, we understand where our standpoint is, or where our answer is. You understand? So now moving on. If you just join us, this question reads: I get pissed, sometimes extra pissed, when I'm having a misunderstanding with my partner. How can I handle disagreements better in my relationships? Now, handling disagreements better in a relationship, number one, starts with understanding one, and number two, managing your emotions. Now, misunderstandings can be very, very small, can be very, very childish, can be something that you never imagined would grow to or would linger. Misunderstanding could be about food, as little as that. It could be about why did you temper or use my soap, or use my face scrub, or use my face wash, or ladies have all these in their face and stuff. Why did you use my this, and why did you use my towel? Misunderstandings can be very little. It just depends on how you manage the misunderstanding that will require or that will decide or that will determine if your relationship will thrive or if relationship will wither. Excuse me. So now, I said number one in managing disagreements or in managing misunderstandings, it starts with understanding. You have to understand your partner's point of view. You have to understand where your partner is coming from, even if you feel you are right here. But now it's a relationship, so you have to recognize your partner's feelings before yours. That's how to make your relationship thrive. You have to be selfless in every aspect when it comes to, excuse me, you have to be selfless in every aspect when it comes to a relationship, because it's your relationship first and it's your partner second before your feelings. It's a relationship first and your partner second before you. But then there's self reflection here, and there's mindfulness or self mindfulness, very essential. And then there's, prioritizing personal time or me time. But in relationship, you have to recognize your relationship first. You understand? You have to sacrifice for the good of your relationship first. And you have to recognize your partner's feelings before yours. So number one, you have to understand the reason for the misunderstanding and the reason why your partner is on, or the standpoint rather of your partner. Even if you feel your standpoint is right or is the correct standpoint, you have to understand. Number one. Two, you have to manage your own emotions. No matter how you're pissed, you have to manage your own emotions, because even if you're pissed, probably the other person or your partner may be pissed as well. Even if you're pissed, your partner may be also misunderstanding why you're being pissed and feel, why are you pissed? I don't know why you're pissed. You understand? So sometimes the person may not even know and you're pissed. And probably you're pissed that they don't know the reason for you being pissed. Come on. That's why communication is very much essential. So like I said, you have to understand and manage your emotions. But now there are different approaches, to handling misunderstandings better. So, bro, you getting peace in your relationship, it depends on different or various reasons why you may be getting extra peace, like you said. But misunderstandings happen in different and every relationship. It's just how you manage it. Now, there are different approaches to how we can manage misunderstandings better or handle misunderstandings better so they don't grow into conflicts. Number one is self awareness and emotional regulation. You getting peace now is not very much healthy, not just to your partner, but to you as well and to the relationship as a whole. So you have to go through what they call self awareness and emotional regulation. Under that, there's recognize or recognizing your triggers. Now, how do you recognize your triggers? Understand what specific actions or words set you off. You understand? There's how, you know, in the relationship, probably you guys have a misunderstanding or having an argument. That some words that your partner, that some, like, whenever you're having a misunderstanding with your partner or a disagreement, or whenever you're having a quarrel with a friend, there's some words that the person will use that, hi, it will hurt you to your bone marrow. And this person knows that using these words hurts you the most. That's how it is with relationship as well. Your partner may know, okay, yes, he doesn't like it when I use this kind of words. And because they are pissed. So it's not like they just want to use that word, but because they are pissed and they want you to know that they are pissed and they want you to feel probably what they're feeling as well. So they'll use those words or those actions that triggers you or that pisses you off so that you too will be pissed. If you're just joining us now, there's a poll so you can vote. So we now our standpoint. So recognize your triggers, understand what specific actions or words set you off. Recognizing them can help you. When you are self-aware of these triggers, when you are self-aware of these words or actions, it can help you anticipate and manage your reactions before they escalate. That is, before your partner uses these words or say or mention these words, or acts in a kind of way that pisses you off, you're already anticipating it. So now you're anticipating it. It's like you're going for a battle and you already know your enemy's standpoint, you already know your enemy's strategy, you already know what your enemy wants to do. So you can't be taken off guard, you understand? So now you're already on defense and same time offense in case your opponent or your enemy uses that strategy that you're already anticipating. That's how it is with relationship and handling misunderstandings. Be self-aware and regulate your emotions. So you already know the words that triggers you. You already know the actions that triggers you. So now anticipate these actions and you will know how to manage them so that they won't, so that your emotions wouldn't escalate or the misunderstandings wouldn't escalate. You understand? Just like you're fighting a kung fu, yeah, and you already know whenever your opponent gives you the side punch or the side blow and you dodge, as you're coming up they give you the uppercut, so you already know that's the motion. Like one, you dodge; two, so you already know that's the motion. So you now you're anticipating, so even when you dodge the side punch as you're coming, or you also dodge the uppercut, or you understand. That's how handling misunderstandings is. Also, that is recognizing your triggers. You already know the words that probably if he uses or she uses will piss you up. So now you should be used to these words. You should be used to these actions. You're already anticipating it. So now you've managed your emotions so that even when she uses the words or he uses the words or they display that action, you wouldn't escalate the situation. So that's number one under self awareness and emotional regulation. Another is pause and breathe. This one, see this, you see this pausing, it does a lot of things that you can know when you pause. No matter, and now this happens not just when you're pissed, it happens even when you're anxious, even when you're scared, even when you're trying to make a decision, even when you're like confused. See, just pause and take a deep breath. Even when you're trying to do a bad thing, just pause and take a deep breath. It makes you resonate with your consciousness and your subconsciousness at the same time. And when you resonate to your consciousness and your subconsciousness, it's like snaps you to your presence and snaps you to the right decision to make, or snaps you out of that situation or emotional um, choke. You understand? So sometimes pause and breathe in these situations. When you feel yourself getting angry, take a moment to pause and breathe deeply. It helps calm your nervous system and it gives you a chance to think before you respond. You know, anger is a kind of crazy thing because when you're angry, most times you don't think, you just act. And when you act, when you're cool, you now realize that, bro, I messed up. Come on, I shouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done this. But you were angry at that point, so you couldn't think. You were just acting on impulse. You understand? So pausing and breathing helps you calm your nervous system and your nerves and gives you a chance to think before you respond. So on the standpoint of our poll, I think it depends. It has 40%. Yes and no has 30%. So do you think misunderstandings can strengthen a relationship? Yes, 30%. No, 30%. It depends, 40%. All right, it depends. That's cool. Let's keep going. So that's pop number two on self awareness and emotional regulation. Pause and breathe. Another thing you can do is effective communication. Very much essential. This is the basis of every relationship. This is the foundation of building a healthy relationship. The peak and the foundation also. The starting point and the peak of building a healthy relationship. And how can you do this? Number one, express your feelings calmly. You know, there's how you can express yourself in a very healthy and likely manner that whoever you're talking to will understand you. You know, you don't express yourself better by shouting or screaming at the top of your voice. You seem like a madman or a madwoman. And when you're angry and you're shouting, 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 and your partner, your spouse, or your fiance or your fiancé doesn't want to feel like belittled or feel like you are riding on them or riding on their feelings, they may be prone or they may be moved to shout also. And when two people are shouting, nobody's talking. When people are shouting, nobody is making a point. When two people are shouting, nobody is making sense, and they may just turn to something that could have just been managed, amicably or very lightly and calmly. So express your feelings calmly. Use I statements most times to express how you feel without blaming your partner. That's what effective communication is about. That's what expressing your feelings is about. Most of the times, what leads misunderstandings into disagreements or conflicts or disputes is when you shift blames. When there's a misunderstanding with your partner, don't shift blames. Like I said, the relationship comes first. Your partner comes first before your feelings. Your partner comes first before your emotions, or even if you are on the standpoint of the correct thing or you are right, do not rub it on your partner's face. You understand? It may make them want to react in a way that won't be likely or won't be expected. You get? So use I statements to express how you feel without blaming your partner. For example, you can say, I feel hot when you do this, instead of saying You always like to do this thing. You know when I come back from work, I'm tired. You always still do this. You know when I come back from work, I'm this. You always still do this. I don't know why you always this. I don't know why you are you mad? You understand? When you say you always you do this, you do this, you do this, that's when you be prone and move to start using insulting words or being insultive in some case. Now, when you're putting blames, you're using the you. It's like you're heaping sand, heaping sand, heaping sand, heaping sand. And when the sand is full, you pour it on the person. That's how it works with shit. It's pushing blames. But when you use I, now it's more possessive. You get it's talking more about you, and it's recognizing your feelings more and how you feel. So when you use words like I feel hot whenever you do this, and it's not healthy, it's not nice. I don't like it because whenever I feel this way, I won't be able to like relate with you better. I won't be able to talk to you how I want to talk to you because I would want to give you space and I don't like it. I like whenever I come back from work, I spend time with my wife or I spend time with my girl or I spend time with my fiancé. I don't like it. I really do love you and this thing would only hurt our relationship. So when you project it in this manner, even if your partner is pissed as pissed too, that was crazy. That was crazy. Even if your partner is as pissed as whatever, because you've projected your feelings with the I, the possessive, they would understand that, okay, yes. You know, when you're explaining your story and you're like, I started from this, I went through this, it wasn't easy, but I was able to. The other person listening to your story would be able to envision that story, would be able to understand that story in the empathy standpoint. That's how when you are projecting your feelings to your partner using the I statement to express yourself, your partner will understand where you are coming from and it will be easier to manage that situation or that scenario. Another thing you need to do because it's not about speaking, it's not about expressing your feelings. You have to listen. That's the second thing in effective communication. Communication is not just about speaking, but listening also. So after your partner has spoken or after you have spoken, leave the room open for your partner to express his or herself. And while they are expressing themselves, you have to listen. And don't just listen, listen actively. Because active listening is fully concentrating on what your partner is saying without interrupting them. This shows that you respect them and it can help de escalate the situation. You know, one of the things that normally escalates arguments is when you've spoken your path, you've expressed yourself, and your partner is trying to express his or herself, and you're cutting them short. You know that stuff can piss someone off, and they'll be like, "Share when we were talking, I gave you the room. Share when we were expressing yourself, I allowed you. Now why are you interrupting me? You see, this is why I don't like argument. Don't start again." No. So after expressing yourself, the next thing you have to do is listen actively. Listen from the point of your partner. Hear your partner's point of view. Hear your partner's perspective. And don't just listen. Listen actively. Do not interrupt them while they are talking. It shows respect and it helps de-escalate the situation. One thing with misunderstanding is that when you allow the other person to talk, see, no matter how pissed they are, no matter how the argument is crazy, when you give them the room to talk and express how they are feeling, see, without interrupting them, even if their anger is on the 100 level or like fire or like hellfire, once you allow them express themselves from the beginning to the end, how they feel and how your actions made them feel, by the time they reach the end, bam, believe me, their anger would have dropped from like 100 to like 6 because now you are giving them that room, and by giving them that room, in the space of them explaining themselves, they would have been giving themselves some breath, some deep breath, because they can't just be talk. You like you can't be like, "Shay, you did this. Shay, you did this. Shay, you did this. You didn't respond. You won't respond. Shay, you did this. You don't respond. You did this. You don't respond. You did this. You don't respond." Humans we react more when we are like with the power. You are talking and someone is responding. As the person is responding back to you, your anger is increasing, and you the power. You be like, "Shay, when you talked, when you were speaking, I gave you space. So why you interrupted?" But now you give the person time, he or she express herself or express himself. When they are done, if the anger was 100, it may reduce to 3. They will not even have strength to fight again. That's why it's good to allow each party express themselves, and each party is meant to listen actively and attentively also. That's another way to manage conflict or manage misunderstanding. Now, let me rush up because I said 30 minutes. I have like 15 minutes left on my days. So, and that aspect or criteria is conflict resolution techniques. There are conflict resolution techniques. Number one is seek understanding, not victory. In misunderstanding, it's not be you win. It's misunderstanding, it's not about who is winning. Okay, wow, in our poll, it's a tie. Do you think misunderstandings can strengthen a relationship? Yes, has 33%. No, has 33%. It depends, has 33%. Wow, that's a tie. Okay, before the end, we will have our answer. So, conflict resolution techniques on how to handle misunderstandings. Seek understanding, not victory. It's not a competition. No be who win. It's not who will win. It's not who the competition of who is smarter or who is right and who is wrong. No. Seek understanding, not victory. Focus on resolving the issue rather than winning the argument. It won't give you a prize. It's not Olympics. It's not Ballon d'Or. No, it's not Champions League. They wouldn't give you no award. They wouldn't give you no medal. So focus on understanding so that it can save your relationship instead of your pride or your ego. You understand? You get me? So focus on resolving the issue rather than winning the argument. Aim to understand your partner's perspective and find a common ground so that it can save your relationship, not your pride or ego, like I said. Another technique is take a break if needed. Now, sometimes this one can lead to vacation or this one can lead to a holiday. So, but if emotions are too high, I agree to take a short break. This short break is not like let us take a pause in the relationship. I don't like hearing that thing. This short break is like when the emotions are too high, I agree to take a short break to cool down. That is like both parties will agree that okay, we are shouting too much, we are screaming at the top of our voices. Let's take like 15 minutes for everybody to cool down. Then we'll come back on this situation. By the time both of you have calmed down or both of you have cooled off, when you come back, nobody is shouting because probably you've taken a bath or fresh air. At that time you have resonated with different things, you've thought about different things, your mind have traveled to that scenario and that situation and that anger, you now realize what are we even arguing about, what is even this. So when you guys come back after the break, now you guys now won't argue, you guys now gist about the situation. So taking a break can also help to cool off or cool down. It can prevent saying things in the heat of the moment that you might regret later. So that's another technique that can work, bro. So another aspect or another criteria is building empathy and respect. Like I said, empathize with your partner. Empathy is very much essential in having a successful relationship because with empathy, you understand your partner's feelings. With empathy, you understand your partner's view and you don't judge because the situation is not a good one. So you try to understand where they're coming from, understand their opinion, and resonate with them. Listen to why they're saying what they're saying and why they feel they are, why they're pissed or unhappy. You get. So try to see the situation from your partner's point of view. This can foster excuse me. This can foster empathy and reduce the intensity of the conflict. That's another way you can reduce or handle misunderstanding. And that way, under building empathy and respect is maintain respect, very much essential. No matter how pissed you are, do not disrespect your partner. No matter how bubbling hot you are, do not never disrespect your partner because this is your partner. When you guys are no longer pissed, that disrespect you did to them may now be another situation that you have to sort again. You understand? So never disrespect your partner. Always maintain respect for your partner, even during disagreements. Avoid name calling, avoid shouting, or bringing up past grievances that are not needed, they are not necessary. Once you've forgiven your partner, you move on because it has to help the relationship stay healthy. So never bring up past grievances or never bring up things that they confided in you with or about and use it against them. No, it's past. Allow the past to be past. Yeah. So during argument, avoid name calling. It's not necessary. Settle it amicably and maintain respect. Let it be mutual. Let it be active. That respect, regardless of the situation or scenario. Excuse me. So another aspect is collaborative problem solving. It's a relationship, so it's both of you are in this together. Both of you have to be locked in. You get, because you have to save your relationship before your ego or your pride. So work together. Approach the disagreement as a problem to solve together, not as an avenue to bring about disparity between both of you, not like an avenue to blame each other or one another. No, approach the disagreement as a problem that you both have to solve together so that you can save your relationship, rather than a battle to win. Like I said, it's not a competition. And this collaborative mindset can lead to more constructive outcomes and more understanding of yourselves. And that aspect of that collaborative problem solving is compromise, very much essential. Like I said, your relationship first before your ego, your partner first before your feelings. So be willing to find a middle ground. Compromise, or rather, compromise shows that you value the relationship and you are willing to make adjustments for the sake of harmony and peace. And that aspect is post conflict reflection. Now, after a misunderstanding, after a dispute, after a disagreement, after a conflict, there has to be post conflict reflection. How does that work? Reflect on the disagreement. After the conflict has been resolved, reflect on what triggered it and how it was handled so that you guys can prevent it from happening. This can provide insights for handling future disagreements better, or insight on how to avoid or prevent disagreements in the future. Another aspect on that post-conflict reflection is apologizing and forgiving. Because during arguments you can say some things that you didn't intend to say, but because you were pissed, because you were bubbling, because you wanted to stand on your agenda, on your point, you didn't want to lose the argument. Nobody they win anything. You're not winning anything. You get, there's no World Cup. So if you've said or done something hurtful, apologize sincerely and genuinely. Likewise, be willing to forgive your partner so that both of you can move forward together. So that's another thing that can help you manage understanding. Sometimes we don't reflect on our actions when, during an argument, but it can help. When you do a post conflict reflection, you can, see the crooked points or the crooked points in the situation or in the arguments that made you and your partner to argue or to quarrel, so that I can take note and avoid this in the future, and give you insights on how to handle disagreements better. And when you apologize to your partner genuinely and also forgive them, both of you can move on together. So these are the ways to handle misunderstandings. By incorporating these strategies, you can handle disagreements more constructively and strengthen your relationship. But remember, conflicts are a natural part of any relationship. It's bound to happen, it can't be avoided. But by learning and navigating them with grace and empathy, it can lead to deeper understanding and connection with your partner. It can foster a better understanding, intimacy, and bond with your partner, and it can make the relationship more beautiful. So, this poll, the question is: do you think misunderstandings can strengthen a relationship? My answer is yes. But what is leading in our poll is it depends. And let me let you understand why. You see, humans, you can never 100% truly, and really and truly understand a human, because we evolve. And while evolving, we face different challenges. And these challenges could be physically, financially, psychologically, mentally, health wise. But that doesn't mean whatever situation you're going through, whatever challenge you're going through, you pour it out on your partner. That's when it's wrong. And you don't justify your actions based on your challenges, or you don't justify your reactions based on your challenges or your situations. That's not right. But misunderstandings are bound to happen in every relationship. Disparities are bound to happen. Disagreements are bound to happen. Both seen, unforeseen, and unseen, they are bound to happen. But it's how we manage these misunderstandings that will determine how our relationship will thrive. So, do I think misunderstandings can strengthen a relationship? Yes, misunderstandings can strengthen a relationship, because when you know how to, like I said, conflicts are natural part of a relationship. Misunderstandings are natural in a relationship. But when you learn how to navigate them with grace and empathy, it can lead to a deeper understanding and connection with your partner. That's why in relationship is not something you just rush in, especially when it's official. It's not something you just rush in. You have to understand your partner better. You have to understand your spouse. You have to understand your fiance or your fiancé better. I know that as you're entering this relationship, it's for a lifetime. You're not just entering it to play gamble or entering it to just play hook and nail or seesaw or jangle over. You're not jangling over anybody. You're entering this relationship because you love this person and you want to spend your life with this person. So misunderstanding is actually strengthening a relationship. Yes. Misunderstanding is actually gives partners room to understand themselves better. Yes. Misunderstanding is actually fosters more empathy, unity between partner or amongst partner. Yes. Misunderstanding actually makes partner understand themselves better. Yes. Misunderstanding is when handled with grace and empathy leads to a deeper understanding and connection with your partner. Yes. There are some things that you don't know about your partner until you guys have a misunderstandings. There's a level of connection, there's a level of deep connection that you can't have until you argue or you have a misunderstanding with your partner. That's why I said when it's handled with grace and empathy, it can lead to that deeper understanding and connection with your partner. There's a specific kind of connection you can't have with your partner until you have a misunderstanding, because you can't just see the all rosy parts of a person and understand that person by just all those rosy parts. You have to see the parts that are not rosy to understand this person in the black. That's why the word is black and white. It's not just all white and it's not just all black. So while seeing the all perspective or all parts of this person, puts the misunderstandings. That's when you can understand this person. And when curtailed and managed, it fosters understanding, connection, unity, more love, more intimacy, more bond, and it makes relationship to thrive better, better, and better. Understand? So do I think misunderstanding can strengthen relationship? Yes. But our answer is a tie here on the poll. Do you think misunderstanding can strengthen relationship? Yes has 29%, no has 36%, it depends has 36%. But my answer is yes. Do I think misunderstanding can strengthen a relationship? My answer is yes. So, but I can't vote. So I think it depends wins it. So yeah, this is Mondays on question and answer session. If you still have any question you want to ask before we close the curtains, you can ask. But this is live stream related to our blog, and this is on how to handle misunderstanding better or how to resolve conflicts better. And if you're just joining us, the question rate, I get pissed sometimes extra when I'm having a misunderstanding with my partner. How can I handle disagreements better in my relationship? I gave us some themes. Number one, self awareness and emotional regulation. And I said, recognize your triggers. Number two, I said, pause and breathe. It helps you calm your nerves. Another one is effective communication. Express your feelings calmly and listen actively. Another is conflict resolution techniques. Seek understanding, not victory. Take a break if needed so you can cool off your emotions and come back and sort it. Build empathy and respect. Empathize with your partner and maintain respect. Collaborate problem solving. Your main aim is to approach the disagreement as a problem to solve together rather than win a battle. It's not going to be competition, then they give you a cup. Another is compromise. Be willing to find a middle ground so that you can save your relationship, not your pride or your ego. And another is post conflict reflection. Reflect on the disagreement so you can know ways to avoid conflict or misunderstandings later in the future and how to handle it better. Then apologize and forgive. Why doing all this? You can handle misunderstandings better and you can understand your partner better. Thank you guys, wherever you're watching from, wherever city you're watching from. I really do truly, really, truly, really, really, and truly appreciate you. Bless up. I love you so much. Please say it back. Please say it back. All right. I imagine you said, bless up. God bless you. That brings us to the end of this. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. If it's night where you are, it's night where I am. Have a good night. Sleep good. Sleep safe. Sleep like a baby. Wake up like a giant. If it's morning where you are, go out and excel, go out and dominate, and may favor answer to you. If it's afternoon where you are, stay calm, stay safe, and stay hydrated. And in general, do not forget to cultivate gratitude as a lifestyle because it opens door for more blessings, it's channels for breakthrough, channels for successes, and channel for you to maintain positivity and recognize the good things happening to you and the good people around you. Thank you guys, and this is live stream daily blog. Tomorrow is about life and purpose. So if you're struggling, if you're just trying to discover your purpose in life, if you're just trying to define your purpose, if you're just trying asking yourself, what would you do? What are you in this world to do? To not miss tomorrow, life and purpose. Same time, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I'll be active. I'm doing this daily. So life and purpose tomorrow. Come and know how to discover your purpose or define your purpose. If you ask yourself all those kind of questions, do not miss tomorrow. Do not miss next tomorrow. Do not miss Thursday. Do not miss Friday, because it's a daily thing, and we have different topics for every day. Thank you guys. God bless you. Stay safe. Stay chasing. Stay successful. Stay believing. Keep putting in the efforts. Keep working hard, and your effort will definitely be crowned with success. Our God never sleeps. He never slumbers. I love you. Bless up. God bless you. See you guys tomorrow, and stay safe. Peace. One love. It's your boy Coda, and you know the vibes. And this is live stream date. Love. See you guys later. Love you guys. Bless up. Cheers.